Yeah, we'll go ahead and start the go live process a little early today. Check things out, get things set up. Sure we don't have any more issues. And welcome to the Flying Doghouse. Leg number 3, attempt number 3. Yeah, there we go. So we'll get started here in about about 11 minutes. There we go. So we'll get started. 3, 2, 11 minutes. Yeah, good morning from Boca Raton. We're sitting on the ramp. We have already gotten our squawk code and weather information, so we are ready to request our taxi clearance to the active. So runway 5 today. We'll take care of that here in just a couple of minutes. Stream health is good today. It's going to be a beautiful morning here in Florida. I've got local time set, I think, somewhere around 7 o'clock in the morning. But we'll get going here in just a couple of minutes. So we're using the Cessna 414 again. And we're also using Say Intentions. Excuse me. Okay, so hopefully we won't have any, what's the word I'm looking for here? Multiplayer shenanigans. I'm going to go check my multiplayer settings here. I had to turn them off last night. We'll give it a shot today. We'll see if maturity levels have gone up. All right, we've got about 7 minutes before our departure. And again, if you are just joining us, we're going to be making our way from Boca Raton up to Space Coast. And since we're in this part of Florida, we're going to make our way over to Lake Okeechobee. Just because we can. Somewhere in the neighborhood of about an hour's flight for this particular leg. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead while we are waiting to officially get started. At 11:30, we'll go ahead and get our taxi clearance here. Boca Raton ground, November 123 Alpha Zulu, ready to taxi. Runway 5 taxi, Papa 11, Bravo, Bravo 7, 123 Alpha Zulu. Alright, so we'll come off the parking brake and make our way over. All right, so we're making our taxi. And again, we are using say intentions for comms and ATC. Our way down here to the hold short for runway 5. We ended up deleting the video from last night because we had some issues with it. However, as we go along today, I will be pointing out any glitches that we have with say intentions. It's a great piece of kit, and it also has a few things that it doesn't always do correctly. Right? It's a new piece of kit. All right, we will hold short. All right. Parking brake back on. And this is stock rendering here at Boca Raton. At any rate. Go ahead and dial up the tower. That's 118.425. No, we are ready for departure. About 7 minutes. Excuse me, it's 27 minutes after. 3 minutes before we'll go ahead and push. And we'll stay off the active until we do that. And let's go ahead and put off our background music here on the stream. And make our way over into the sim. All right, so as you can see, we are sitting at the hold short line here for runway 5. Ooh.
Boca Raton Tower, TBN 681 Papa Delta, 10 miles south. Request full stop landing using RNAV runway 5 approach.
TBM 681, Papa Delta Boca, Raton Tower information X-ray is current.
1 Papa Delta. 1 Papa Delta, RNAV approach 05.
And Boca Raton Tower, good morning. November 123 Alpha Zulu. Ready for departure, holding short, runway 05.
Cessna 123 Alpha Zulu, Boca Raton Tower, runway 5, wind 060 at 13, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 5, wind 060 at 13, cleared for takeoff, 123 Alpha Zulu. All right, so into the plane we a go-go. All right, so we've done all of our pre-flight checks. We've checked mags, fuel's good, engines are good, temps are good. Must be good.
14 Tango, you're leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
So,
frequency change approved for 14 Tango. Good day.
One of the things we'll have is multiple handoffs, as you could expect. Quite a busy airspace. And lots of landing opportunities and controlled areas. All right. Should get our situation situated here. Okay, I think we're good.
NE453 Zulu. Wind 065 at 13.
All right, I was just confirming our altimeter. All right, let's make our way. Gear coming up, positive rate.
Kodiak 651 Tango Tango Boca Raton Tower, say again.
Kodiak 1 Tango Tango, 4400, direct to FAFO for RNAV 05 approach.
Okay, our VFR
Direct FAFO,
request was 1,500 feet or below, so we'll honor that.
Clear for approach. Kodiak 1 Tango Tango.
We will make our way over to Lake Okeechobee. Get ourselves trimmed out here. Get our situation situated. All right, so one of the things we'll do during the flight, we'll talk about some stuff that I have seen over on Flightsim.to, some updates.
Alpha Zulu, contact departure.
123 Alpha Zulu, frequency change. So departure frequency 127.35. And Boca Raton departure 123 Alpha Zulu with you 2,100 feet. We are VFR to Space Coast.
Cessna 123 Alpha Zulu, Palm Beach departure, radar contact.
23 Alpha Zulu.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, Palm Beach departure, radar contact. Maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Altimeter 29901.
Altimeter 29901. Maintain VFR 1,500 feet or below. 123 Alpha Zulu. Alright, so we will ourselves descend it back down here. Stay away from these obstructions. Drop a little bit of the altitude off, and we'll make our way over to Okeechobee. hold and heading hold set up here once we drop a little bit more altitude.
Altitude at your discretion.
Altitude at our discretion, 123 Alpha Zulu. And we'll cut the volume up a little bit on the intentions. Seem to be a little low.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, you're good to transition to Palm Beach Charlie airspace. Maintain appropriate VFR altitudes. Remain this frequency.
Cleared into the Charlie airspace, 123 Alpha Zulu, maintaining VFR altitude. And I don't think that was 2,500 feet. There we go. I think it's 500 above or below and 2,500 lateral. Anyway, still about 300 feet high. Yeah, so one of the things that I think, I've said this before, I'll say it again, you'll enjoy about Say Intentions is it does keep you focused. Instead of just tearing around the sky. But sometimes that's good too. Manifold pressure here and RPM better managed. Take care of the gear. Okay, got about 1,300 feet altitude here. Should be fine. And we've got a cut on our heading and out. Hold here. And we will make our way. Outside the plane. Have a peek at the Florida morning. Okay, so one of the things I mentioned last night, which we'll mention again today since we're redoing this live stream, is the Avro Anson was updated yesterday. Freeware available over on Flightsim.to. So they have implemented a few updates and fixes. So much appreciated to DSD Simulations for continuing to tinker with that aircraft. That is a World War II era British twin. I believe first flight on that one was somewhere around
Zulu, contact Miami departure on 118.1.
mid-1930s. Aviate here. Contacting Miami departure on 118.1, 123 Alpha Zulu. Miami departure. Good morning. November 123 Alpha Zulu is with you. 1,263 feet, approximately 6 miles from Lake Okeechobee, making our way to Space Coast.
Cessna 123 Alpha Zulu, Miami departure. Good morning, Jupiter, altimeter 29901.
Altimeter 29901, 123 Alpha Zulu. That taken care of. All right, we are almost over to the lake.
TBM Charlie 64, contact Miami Center on 133.4.
133.4, Charlie 64.
Get ourselves on a good bearing over to Witherfield, and we'll make our way up the coast. Okay, so Avro Anson update is out again. Gotta scan through Flightsim.to and see if there's anything else worthy of note. I am noticing quite a few handcrafted airports popping up now for GA, so if you're interested in that. Got to go check out the updated U.S. Coast Guard Air Station in Ventura and Oxford, California. I am now a fan of the MH-60 Jayhawk, so we'll give that a go. And we're getting ourselves into
up to flight level 360, American 2290, thanks.
It's on sale season here,
American
so
2290,
expect some of
contact
that.
Miami Center on 132.45.
Over to Miami Center on 132.45. Good day.
I guess in the way of other sim news, more updates to Sim Update 4 Beta if you are participating in that. Some stability fixes, edits to the flight planner, to the smart camera, to pushback logic, some of those fun things. Some enhancements to avionics. Flight model upgrade. And I think there's also been some improvements, according to my VR friends, to that particular environment as well. lots of fun things happening. What else? Coronado has released the classic 172. I guess this is the square tail.
Palm Beach County, this is Alpha Foxtrot.
And it's steam gauge, so that has some interest to me, so I'll probably check that out.
22 Palm Beach.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
And Airplane Heaven has teased a release of the B-25 Mitchell. I'm excited about that one.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Alright, we will turn ourselves more to the northeast here now. Make our way over toward the coast. Too busy being news anchor instead of aviator. All right, this will get us back on track here. And jump outside. And we are just rolling along this fine Florida morning.
Descend and maintain 10,000, Delta 788.
Delta 788, descend and maintain 5,000 toe.
Delta 788, it's too early for descent. I will descend around 10 minutes. Roger, Delta 788.
So the next city we'll pop on to will be, I guess it would be St. Lucie. And then Jensen Beach.
Hyper 19 Hotel, contact Palm Beach approach on 132.8.
132.8, Hyper 8119 Hotel.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, contact Palm Beach departure on 132.8.
Contacting departure on 132.8, 123 Alpha Zulu.
Exclusive Exclusive 5429. Contact Miami Center on 133.55.
Palm Beach departure. Good morning, November 123. Alpha Zulu is with you at 12,064 feet, making our way northbound to Space Coast.
Cessna 123 Alpha Zulu, Palm Beach departure. Good morning, Indian Town, altimeter 29901.
Altimeter 29901, 123 Alpha Zulu. I'm not sure if folks noticed this, but there was a disruption earlier this week in terms of live weather. It's an outage on 2020 and 2024. And I mentioned some of the other major things from the developer update of recent, so tweaks and various things, fixes for crashes. We'll see what that's like once they roll that out to the masses. Several friends in the sim community that are participating in the beta.
Approach November 151 Charlotte Whisker request 3,500.
Skyhawk 1 Charlie Whiskey, climb and maintain 3,500 feet.
I think Sim Update 3 is beta enough. But I was one of the folks who was harping hard on 2024. It has gotten better, and I have also upgraded my gear, which has made a difference as well. Hasn't eliminated all the problems, still have problems. Totally bizarre crashed the desktop last night. It's unexplained. So I am not laying all of the blame conveniently for Microsoft and Asobo at my hardware. Thank you very much. I do think it was a contributing factor. And I do think also, in fairness to Microsoft and Asobo, that the stability of the product has improved. Oh, there we go.
Archer 956, contact Fort Pierce Tower on 128.2.
Contact Fort Pierce Tower on 128.2. Archer 956.
316 Romeo Delta is established. Request approach clearance. Clear for the approach 316 Romeo Delta is cleared RNAV runway 28 left Fort Pierce.
Okay, so as we make our way up toward Cape Canaveral, we'll be aware of the airspace restrictions that are in place there. And we'll swing our way around a bit to the west to make our approach into Space Coast. I would say, barring a crash the desktop, I think we might actually have managed to get this particular leg in the books. We'll see. There is still time. There is still time. we can pop over into a little nav map too. Alright, so I am using this particular piece of software for flight planning and have been using it for a long time, so thanks to Jonathan Beckett and all of my friends over at Virtual Flight Online, I am hooked on using it, still continue to use it. But as you can see, it does show my plane on the map. We're coming over the top of Fort Pierce here. Let's scroll up and have a look at this airspace here, Cape. Yeah, it's like the Bravo airspace is between 6,000 and 10,000 feet. And parts of this also go down to 0 feet, so we'll be careful to make our way through. At any rate, thought that might be an interesting look. So this is showing multiplayer traffic and also AI generated stuff. This will pick up on your sim settings. Anyway, it's a cool piece of kit. It's available for free. Switch back over to the sim. They have this running on one of my secondary monitors. Excuse me.
5557, head to November 625 Foxtrot Tango.
November 625 Foxtrot Tango radar contact Vero Beach altimeter 3006.
Altimeter 3006, November 625 Foxtrot Tango.
November 625 Foxtrot Tango contact Miami Center on 125.075.
We'll follow the coastline up a little further. And then we'll start making our way a little bit more to the west once we get to Melbourne. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments below about combining, some of the flight sim news and happenings during this cross country live stream.
Stationair 14 Quebec, thank you.
Stationair 14 Quebec contact Vero Beach Tower on 126.3.
Contacting Vero Beach Tower on 126.3. Stationair 14 Quebec. Good day.
Hotel Alpha contact Palm Beach approach on 123.625.
M6 Romeo Delta, contact Fort Pierce Tower on 128.2.
Right heading 105-316 Romeo Delta.
Yeah, so we'll take a minute for this too. So we do have a video that will be coming out in the next few days, taking a look at some freeware to go along with the MH-60 helicopter. This is actually a screenshot from Camp David, which is available for download over on Flightsim.to. Anyway, just looking for some alternative kinds of things to do with the MH-60, particularly this White Hawk variant. So I saw that on Flightsim.to and was intrigued, and thought I would give a first look at that particular scenery. So if that kind of stuff is of interest to you, be watching the channel for the release of that one. And go and download it over on Flightsim.to if you're running on PC. It was fun. I had not flown from DC over to David, and some pretty lovely terrain between Washington DC and the camp. So, at any rate, we're probably about 20 nautical miles out from Melbourne. We continue to do that. I also have done a review of an aircraft that's included in the deluxe and higher edition of 2024, so that video will be coming out soon as well. As well as a couple of flights in the MH-60. I also have a group flight recording that I am working on tweaking some of the audio for, so a pretty interesting flight last week. I did record it. Got some volume issues to try to work out, see if I can get that posted for folks who missed our group flight last Sunday. And Peter, if you're watching the live stream, hope you're keeping well. And we'll start getting another series of handoffs here coming in. It's a bit of a shame, really. The flight last night, there was a group flight going on. There seemed to be World War II themed little group flight making their way up the Florida coast. Couple of P-51s and some Mitsubishi Zeros making their way northbound. along with the folks who were buzzing around in jets.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, contact Orlando departure on 126.025.
Having their middle school level of fun. Contacting Orlando departure on 126.025, 123 Alpha Zulu. Orlando departure, good morning. November 123 Alpha Zulu is with you at 12,070 feet, making our way northbound to Space Coast.
Cessna 123 Alpha Zulu, Orlando departure. Good morning, Sebastian, altimeter 29901.
Altimeter 29901, 123 Alpha Zulu. So depending on where you are around Orlando, the Bravo airspace is kind of altitudes kind of vary between 6 to 10,000 feet and 1,600 feet to 10,000 feet. We'll just make sure that we're below 6,000 based on our intended route. We'll probably aim for Lake Poinsett as a geographical navigational marker for us. We're coming up on that too, so we'll steer well clear of the restricted airspace around Cocoa Beach and the Cape. And our current bearing there should help us take care of that.
Orlando clearance, November 25 Bravo with information X-ray. Request flight following to Key. Never mind. Orlando clearance, November 25 Bravo with information X-ray. Request flight following to Tuscaloosa National. Maintain at or below 1,500. Departure frequency 126.025. Squawk 2527, November 25 Bravo.
25 Bravo, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.9er.
Yeah, the other thing that I would say about using say intentions is it certainly does help you build your confidence level in terms of phraseology and talking back and forth to ATC, whether it's AI or not. All right, we are making our way here over Melbourne. Kilo Montreal Lima Bravo. Looks like quite a bit of stock scenery down there on the ground. And I do have the nose of the airplane pointed right toward Lake Poinsett. I guess the good thing about doing a flight leg 3 times is that you start to build up some familiarity, right? So, I mean, that's really what it's all about in terms of flying the VFR. Be familiar with your surroundings. Read the map. Look at the chart. I think our next leg that we're going to do is probably going to be from Space Coast to Jacksonville. We'll make our way over New Smyrna Beach and Daytona, St. Augustine. We'll see how long I'll get that leg verified to see if that combination of destination points makes sense. And one of the things I have been thinking about in terms of cross-country live streams is to continue out of Maine and make our way across the Great Lakes. And then we can make our way over to the Mississippi and then go down the Mississippi River down the middle of the central U.S. And we'll see. What would you like to see? That would be a great thing to throw out there. Let me know what you think. What do you think about the a Great Lakes leg, Swain, after we finish this one? And we'll do a couple of these a week, I think. At least weekly. Continue to make some progress. Surprised we haven't had a handoff here. Good morning, Space Coast Tower, November 123 Alpha Zulu, type Cessna 414. We are right due south of the airport, requesting clearance to land.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, contact Cape Tower on 118.625 for landing clearance.
Cape Tower, good morning. November 123 Alpha Zulu requesting clearance to land at Space Coast.
Right base, runway 13.
Right base for runway 13, 123 Alpha Zulu. It's interesting how the volume varies too. Okay, so we've gotten right base instructions for runway 13. And they have given us clearance to a different landing field, so we'll get that cleared here. Cape Tower, November 123 Alpha Zulu requesting clearance to land at Space Coast Regional.
Bonanza 4 Papa Whiskey, have a good day.
Good day, thanks for your help. Thanks for parking, this is the night discussion, and a good day to you too. Bonanza 294 Papa Whiskey.
Bonanza 4 Papa Whiskey, contact departure on 134.905.
Yeah, Space Coast Regional Tower 123 Alpha Zulu requesting clearance to land. If we can work past this glitch.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, enter right base for runway 9er.
Right base, runway 9er, 123 Alpha Zulu. Okay.
Duke 36 Mike, contact departure.
Going to departure for 36 Mike.
Sky 7 jump off the Gulf, off runway 27, requesting taxi to high wing ramp.
Okay, so we've got our altitude well managed here and our airspeed looks good. Space Coast Regional entering right base, runway 9. 123 Alpha Zulu.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, wind 065 at 10, runway 9 cleared to land.
Cleared to land. It's easy for me to say. Wind 065 at 10, runway 9 cleared to land, 123 Alpha Zulu. Got all tongue-tied there. All right, 1,400 feet.
Departure QDF 090.
And welcome to Space Coast Regional, folks. All right. I think we did it. We got this one in the books. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed the flight. We will depart Space Coast and make our way north, probably to Jax. I do hope everybody is keeping well. If you haven't already done so, please like, comment, and subscribe. Love to have you as a channel member. And with that, I'm going to leave it here. I hope everybody is keeping well.
Cessna 3 Alpha Zulu, contact ground on 121.85.
Contact ground 121.85, 123 Alpha Zulu. All right, we're good. We're done. Take care, as always. Keep well. Until next time. Cheers, y'all.